Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world, and it looks like Gleaser might actually be here already. How about that? So we'll give everybody else that's not Gleaser a chance to join us before we get going here in a little bit. Yeah, I'm afraid to move too much ahead of time because we're on the final map. We're on the final stage where the battle takes place, so I don't want to accidentally walk into anything before everybody gets here. Yeah, winter is coming. Actually, where I live, it's like been the coolest summer. In fact, it's way cooler than it was last summer so far. This has been a very mild summer where I'm at, to be quite honest. So yeah, I guess I could say winter is coming. We maybe had a couple weeks of heat sometime in June, and that's about the only heat I've felt this summer. And that's it. Hey Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's hope I'm up to the challenge. I almost lost track of time. I was editing tomorrow's video, and I looked up, and all of a sudden it was 7 p.m. I was glad I looked up because it's like I had no concept of time. Sometimes that happens when I'm editing, and I was afraid when I looked up. All of a sudden I was like, "Holy crap! It's 7 already!" And then, fortunately, from there I didn't forget again. But I was in the editing zone and was losing track of time, as that sometimes happens. Yeah, I think tomorrow's episode you'll see your first recolored self, and then I think the episode after that I throw in your backstory that I found on the Discord. So I think I'm pretty sure that's the order of appearance for your changes or your stuff. And I'm gonna have to remember, I don't have very far to go. So in fact, while we're doing this, why don't I just get in here right now? And I got to do double check. I think it was only Borman that had to kind of recoup stuff right off the bat, right? If memory serves me. Yeah, we're all good here. I don't see any jumpy. This looks like flat terrain, at least at the beginning. So how about I do this first instead? And yeah, we'll start that way. Otherwise, everything else seems to be in order as far as grenades and this and that. And obviously, if we see robots, we'll make some adjustments if we have to. Oh, I can take this off. And we could always put that back on. Why don't we make you back into a tanky guy? So we'll just do it that way. And I'll give somebody else the Heidi goggles. Well, immune to crit hits isn't bad, but I like a couple folks to be able to hide right off the bat. the Gleaser schedule. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all for me. And I'm glad everybody else was cool and able to make the switch. You know, I figure, you figure a couple hours isn't a huge adjustment, especially for one day, one time. If it wasn't the final episode, I would have said, tough. But I couldn't. Nah, I just joke. So I think we're all pretty ready to go here, and why don't we therefore get going? In fact, that's the way we came, so we're gonna have to go this way somewhere, and then we'll see what we see and figure out if we need to mess around, play around with the makeup or the mix of the team. Uh-oh, I see him. Look at that, right ahead. I didn't even see anything up there before. We got some of the Zoner pod dogs. Holy smokes, 42! So they were right next to each other. And I would like to maybe run into them sometime right next to each other. I would like to be able to wander past them and maybe see what else is beyond them. Because sometimes the pod dogs in other maps are kind of off by themselves. Look at that, 2 of them. At least there's no armor. But holy smokes, 42 hit points. Because with those kind of hit points, I really... Oh my lord, that's even bigger! Oh, and she's got armor. She's got herself a little bit of armor. How am I gonna squeeze past these guys? Well, let's go this way and see if I can get around them and just see how far away we are from other individuals. Well, this is the final mission, so I guess I wasn't expecting to have it be a breeze here, but holy smokes, what a start looking at those 2 monsters that we have to get past. It's not like I feel like I really need to pick these things up, but you know me and shiny things. So it feels like we are able to get around them a little bit.
All of a sudden, it's getting warm, sticky, snow's melting. Old Jyko is close.
Aha. Old Jyko generates a little heat, huh? And I see something shiny over by the building. Maybe we'll get a peek at something that might be in the building. I'm not seeing or sensing anything yet. Oh, it's a med kit. Never hurts to pick up a spare med kit. As long as something's not in the way to see us while we do it. What the heck?
Eat old Jyko. Giving me the willies already. That tree is the source of the vines, the podgles, everything.
Snapping her branches is probably useless. Tearing out her roots will take a few years. But something tells me popping those big pods are gonna cause her a world of pain.
Aha. So where exactly are we seeing this thing? Oh, way, I think it's way back there in the distance there. So it made me feel like, holy crap, are we that close? Yeah, that's where she is straight back there. So the pod wolves are definitely far enough away from this group here. The question is, it looks like from what I could see there's 3 of them, so it seems okay to try going loud against the pod wolves. And I just want to do a little more searching to make sure that I've made the right assessment. Now, whose gym is this? Big... I can't... You know... the letters are covered up slightly. There better not be anybody up here. I couldn't see. Okay, good. Nobody's up here. Got a big hole in the floor. This will kind of give us a better view of the big old tree here. So it's kind of eerie down there. I see, you know, there's a number. I see 1, 2, 2 at least. There's probably more. Oh, there's 3. And he's a pod jumper. So I see what looks like a tank. I see whatever that other... He looks wimpy down there. Oh, big pecs. Okay. I didn't want to read the wrong... I would have... There it is. Big pecs. I was going to really not read that. That's not the letters I saw that were covered in ivy. So, yeah, big pecs. Big pecs. Well, I would like to get out of this building and still look around some more. And ooh, every time I see those stupid pods spitting stuff out, it makes me jump like, what's there? What's there? Is there anything over on this side? Not that I see right off the bat. We do get another med kit. So if we need to heal through this mission because it's going to end up being super tough.
Every step of your journey, my endospores breathed in your pheromones, your fears. Heroes have such a sweet smell. You have this old tree feeling young again.
Oh boy. This creepy old tree. Yeah, Mike, you probably know why I didn't even try the pronunciation. I was afraid I was going to say something embarrassing. I didn't want to go that way. Damned ivy. Well, they've had some pretty bizarre names before, and I don't want to say anything about things we've seen in Miasma Chronicles either, so you know, I wouldn't put it past this gaming team, this gaming group of the bearded ladies, to have named it something like that. Yeah. Oh, baby. Now I got to be careful because we're going to be eventually wandering back towards the pod wolves, and I don't want to accidentally run into them. But so far, I only saw that one other group. Oh, there's one of the... Speaking of the devil, let's move back because he's walking our way. Well, okay, so he stopped walking our way. So this is not a good way to go back because we could easily get trapped over here. And I would not like to go live on their terms instead of ours. So I have a feeling a little bit of this is going to be scouting out the map and figuring out the best place to go at everything here. The big tree, her little pods that were near her, or is this even another lone pod wolf? Okay, turn around and go another way, and then we're going to sneak over this way. Look, there's Mama in the distance. Oh, my goodness, and there's even a pod near the Mama. So I have a feeling if we can figure out a way to go against those two, I wonder if we could do enough damage silently on those two. Because we're going to have to be able to kill Mama separately, because then we're going to have to quickly take out that pod so things aren't spawning all over us. So let's see. For the other two, if we go silent, we'd have to have. It would be nice to have somebody. Well, we have a couple choices. We have. We could lock them up with our own vines, the two that are up near the front, and then just blam 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 blam, go after them with silent weapons, so we don't draw the mom into it. Yeah, that's the pods do burn nicely, don't they? So anything. So we own Molotovs. We own Molotovs. And the pods burn. So I'm gonna try and look at these two guys over here, because it's just basically telling me these guys are separate from everybody else. These are the ones you need to go after first, and they're over here by the tank. And the mom's way over there, so I don't think there's any way I dare go loud, because then she comes a-running. So I have to find a way to lock them up with the root system. Or maybe what I want to do is bring in... I could bring in Big Con for a ground pound, because these two over here were near each other also at one point. Of course, right now they're nowhere to be... yeah, this one is here. There's the other one. That's the wandering one. And at some point, they did wander together. Of course, he's not doing it now. Okay, he stopped there. Will he turn back towards the other one? Because if that's the case, I want to set up for when they're next to each other. And I can do one of two things. Yeah, look, that's when I want to go after them. When they're near each other, so I can lock them up with a vine and or run in somebody like Big Con for a ground pound to knock them out. The question is, how long does I know the big vine lasts more than one turn. I think 2 turns. And they can't do a thing anymore in the big vine. And that would allow us to do every perk we can come up with. Pharaoh has Gunslinger, and there's 2 of them. That would work. But the question becomes, I gotta stay silent or Big Mama's coming after us. That's kind of the way I feel. Yeah, Pepper, I tend to play the turn-based most of the time because my reflexes aren't what they used to be for shooters. My kids have shown me that. So I figure, since I like to talk and whatever, I guess, you know, and what's funny is I consider myself an introvert, but, you know, I like jabbering away. I have no problem jabbering away when I'm not face-to-face with somebody. So, yeah, the turn-based kind of format gives me a chance to do that, so that's probably why I like it. So I'm debating right now, should I take Borman out and bring in Big Con to do a ground pound, because as backup to the vines if I need 2 in a row, and I think I got to do that. Yeah, anytime. In fact, I have a suggestions channel in the Discord, and I've seen you in there. So if you just want to leave a comment or an idea in the suggestions channel, you'll get an idea of what other people have suggested so far. Because I may take a 1 or 2 session break before I start a new one. So after this one ends, we'll still have Miasma Chronicles going. But yeah, I'm always open to new ideas. In fact, in the meantime, once we finish this, I'll probably start putting out some votes for everybody. So this is what I've decided. I guess I better focus now, or this final episode will last into tomorrow, and Gleaser will have to leave. And the whole point was doing it now so Gleaser can watch this. So I think we'll keep that. I think I'm just going to switch you out for this one. I hope I'm making the right call here, but let's get Big Con in here. And we'll just switch weapons straight up. And yeah, we'll just throw in a grenade here also, just in case. And I think we're good shape, because we have, yeah, the ground pound is recharged. We also have another gunslinger after the ground pound. So I'm going to try to maximize the output of our silent weapons so we don't draw a Big Mama into it. Hey, Oust, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Good to see you too. Yeah, I'm definitely not finishing this in your lunch hour, so thanks at least for dropping in, though. Okay. And I just need proper... Yeah, we'll do movement rain, because we got to get in right position for a ground pound anyway, right? And then let's give you some halfway decent. Possibly that one might be the best. Police armor, or... Well, that Mama might be able to charge us, so I guess I'll just put that one on. No, I always take a look at all the suggestions, and then I just try to determine, like for the videos, I tend to like character driven, where we can have people submit characters and get people more involved. For these kinds of streams, I don't care if we have the pre-built characters like we do in both Miasma Chronicles and this one, because you guys are watching and able to participate via the comments. So I kind of distinguish. Some are a better fit for live streaming, some seem like a better fit for the video output. So that's kind of how that's my take on how I look at it. So let's get back out there. And let's see if I have a way. When that thing wanders away, I'm going to see if I can get Big Con. And let's just split him off for when that one Pod Wolf goes back. And maybe I can hide Big Con behind, since he's got the Speedy hat on. I can hide him behind the tank, and then when they're together over here, I can run over there and ground pound them first, and then we'll have Selma in reserve to be able to throw on the vines to lock them up if we aren't able to kill them fast enough. And then we'll just do all that silently, trying to hide from the Mama. And so why don't we hide you here? And then the other two, we got to come up with a home and a place to start you guys out from. I don't know if it's quite as important where we start y'all from, but we'll get you hidden anyway. So we won't be able to hide behind the bus stop. Can I squeeze in over here? I think so. And this is how we'll do it when that other... Oh, it's not coming straight back. It's going the wide route. So it kind of has a three-pronged path that it patrols. So we're going to have to wait for it to come back when they're both together. So... Oh, well. Yeah, it doesn't, and just because I don't do something on a stream, or I choose not to do something on a video format, doesn't mean I won't ever do it either. It's a timing thing, it's a gut thing, and ultimately it's what I think I am going to enjoy playing the most, because obviously if I enjoy the game, I think that comes across a little bit too. It's hard to fake enjoying a game, which is why I just had to step back briefly, and we're going to have to go here soon. Which is why I had to step back briefly from Phoenix Point, because I was just I love the game, and I still do, but let's just face it, I was getting a little burnt out. And sometimes you got to step back so you can refine that fun and that love you have for a game, and that's what I did. So we're gonna pound the ground. I think we're far enough away also from the spawner that we don't have to worry about activating it with these two. And then we'll take a look if we're lucky and this works out, and we don't draw the Mama towards us. Then we'll try taking on the Mama and the pod spawner separately. As y'all know, it's always easier to try and take things on separately than it is taking on the whole map. It may make for some good shorts when that occasional great shot happens like last episode. So let's hit ground pound. And where... I don't want to do it right here. Do I have to... Oh, I guess I have to run over to where I need to be and then I do the ground pound. Okay, so that's how... Can you tell we haven't done a lot of ground pounding here? So if I ground pound you guys, say right here, you should go flying back towards the other guys over there. And that's the way I'm going to try it. So let's run right here and do our aha. Yeah, there's the aha moment. And this is where we go like this. And there they go flying. Now it didn't do a whole heck of a lot of damage, but they're still close enough together. And we are now going to go next. Let's see. I guess I'm going to use all our special shots because at least in killing these two, we will then recharge 2 out of the 3 necessary for most of these shots. So let's get you doing a little twitch shot on the pod wolf. Yeah, we'll do it right from here. Oh, yeah, right from here. It is 75%, but the 100% crit chance. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, guess what? We're going to at least kill this one before it wakes up. Yeah, that's why I'm glad we have the vines, because this knockdown doesn't last as long as some of the others. So let's activate. Let's see about this particular shot. I think I want to move you a little closer. Before we do it, just so we have better chances at the shots. Yeah, so let's bring you right here. They're down, so hopefully you still technically stay hidden. Yeah, there we go.
Give up now. Say my name. Come get some. Yes.
Okay. And I think I'm going to follow up with, we'll just go right back to Big Con. We're just using skills like crazy because I want to make sure we take these guys out silently as fast as possible. Okay, so you can pick them both up, 75% to hit. That'll take care of one of them, then the rest of us can concentrate on that lone pod wolf. All right, one down, and we got one more to go. We got to get 2 hits to take out 20, otherwise it wakes up. Oh, baby, I'm a little nervous, and I'm gonna have Selma. I'm gonna have you go last. I'm gonna have you go last. Yeah, there's some limits to the size of the image in Discord. You know, depending if you join Discord, you know, depending if you get a certain level, you can pay to allow larger uploads, but for the most part it's somewhat limited. But as long as you don't have a grossly oversized image, you're gonna have no problem. And looks like I'm gonna have to stand here to reload first of all. I'm afraid to go loud because that mother wolf is just a little close for my taste. And I may have to...
That's right.
And we did 9. Now I'd have to come up with a way to do 11. And the only way I can guarantee 11 is to, yikers, get a crit. And I don't think our crit shot from here... Yeah, 15%. Guess what I gotta waste? I gotta waste a tree caster. And hopefully I won't need it super soon. Hopefully I won't need it super soon. Now I have other skills out there from some of our other characters that I may have to... But then if I switch those characters in, we don't recharge that much either. So I just wish he's also burning though. So if I did 10, he's gonna burn. So I'm glad I noticed that. So all I got to do is a basic hit, and we're good. Thank goodness for the burn.
Stay back!
Okay. Woo! All right, step 1 has been completed. And this pod wolf didn't drop anything, but this one did. Or if this one did, we walked past it and picked it up and I didn't notice. Okay, now it's time for Mama. And we're gonna have to figure out what we need to do with Mama. Now, the difference with Mama is, I think we can go loud with Mama. So she's got armor and she's got more hit points, but we're far enough away, I think, from everybody else, from our little walk we did around the joint, that I think we can afford to go loud against Mama. So maybe we just let's do this. I'm much better sneaking up one at a time. So as we all know, let's split up and start getting some of us hidden. We'll start with Pharaoh because she has the really good... Oh, and am I going to be able to get here in time? Yes. In fact, 2 of us can probably hide behind this tree now. So does she come over this way next? No, she goes that way. So, I'm kind of thinking, let's just get Big Con behind this rock. And then when she comes back, oh, we go loud. I want her a little bit closer to the tree so we get 100% shots with proper range. That's what I'm hoping for. Come on, little puppy. A little closer. No, please don't see us. Now, we have not been spotted, it says, but I want to start out over here and see if we have a shot. And we're going loud, like I said. And right now it's 75%. So she's not hiding behind the rock, we're just too far away. So let's see if we can safely step forward and get that 100% shot. This is our 100% shot, and it should, yeah, we have to go right there to get it. So let's do it.
That's from me!
And she knows we're here now. Now the problem is, she could probably knock one of us down, because we aren't going to kill her with 3 shots from our loud weapons. That's the downside. And we don't have our recharged things, so she may be able to take one of us out. Hopefully she cannot call for reinforcements. In fact, let's see. Does it say any possibilities that she has? No, it doesn't really tell me what she can do, so we gotta hope she can't do some of these things, or this all of a sudden gets very messy, and that pod then starts activating if we can't take her out fast enough. Oh, baby. I'm a little nervous that I don't have backup twitch shots. I probably should have switched somebody out, but we're committed now.
Loose bitches.
Okay, I wish one of our shots would have been able to, yeah, we're 1 away from Twitch. Oh, whoa. Since I'm not gonna kill her, I may just do this tree caster over there to lock her up a little bit more, because our single shot will not kill her. So let's see if I can reach her with tree caster, and let's do this. Now I feel like we bought a tiny bit of time. Let's hope. And I think the Wraith has longer range, so I'm just going to stay silent. Just to get a shot off. And it does decent damage. It was kind of a little bit of a waste of a perk. And yeah, now we're going to have to quickly finish the pod spawner too. So, as far as this thing is concerned, it has 6 plus 3, 9. So I'm just going to have you move a little farther closer over here. Selma. Finish it off, then you two with the loud weapons are going to focus over here. I don't think there's a chance we don't kill it fast enough before it spits something out. That's my big fear, but we'll see. Okay.
Hi.
Mama's down, and now we gotta focus on the big pod. And Pharaoh, how close do you need to get? There's the 100%, and it's still with a 80% crit, so let's do it. And some of our perks are starting to recharge. Not that we have multiple enemies for Gunslinger, but they're starting to come back, and that's encouraging.
You don't know who you're messing with. Too easy.
Yeah. Okay, now I hope you can get close enough, big guy. And yes, you can. So let's get you a nice little loud shot over here also. And we got the thing burning. Now does it spawn this turn or next turn? I can't recall. It's spawning now, and we're gonna do they shoot this turn, or was that a double move? Oh, guess what? They shoot this turn. We took some hurt. So we finally, it's taken us to the final battle to see a pod spawner spawn, but we have now seen there should be a limerick or something to that, right? Pod spawner spawn. The spawning pod spawner, I don't know what. So the pod burner all of a sudden now it's like, oh no, we got our work cut out for us. Because if we don't kill his, the thing is, does it spawn every turn or does it spawn every other turn? It doesn't really tell us here. I think if I take Big Con here, I think Big Con, if I take you here and you do this shot. Hopefully it will then burn out after that. Maybe. We can hope. Okay, well, you got the crit, so we don't have to wonder. And now we're going to have 2 shots over here. And he's a pod burner, so I don't think I can use my burning gun. Fortunately, I can flank him, so we'll come over here for the flank. In fact, I probably need to do a twitch shot to be safe. Let's take Pharaoh first and have her take her shot first so we can figure out if I need to do a twitch shot to safely take care of this guy. Now, we don't want to get too close as a pod burner. Doesn't he explode in flame like the other pyros do? So let's come over here and see if we can get lucky for, well, if we do 12, all I need is a 10. So yeah, this should work. And if you do a crit, it's insured. So I do not need to use a special perk on this one. Let's just come over here, fire, and go. Okay, so fortunately we found a couple extra medkits because we're going to use one right now on Pharaoh. And just like that, we're back to full strength. Do you think it wouldn't have spawned, or do you think it would have died? Yeah, I didn't even think about that, Gleaser. That's a good point. I wonder if I would have killed it. Yeah, because I've killed others nearby silently. Yeah, once I did that, I could have. Well, but the thing is, we took loud shots before that. So, do you think it would have been awakened anyway? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. So, we're recharged on skills there, and it looks like our tree caster is back, all because of that pod. Yeah, all because of that pod burner she birthed. And we are all back to having all our skills back. So I can interchange and switch anybody else in and out for our next battle that we find. So we made it so far. Yeah, well, the thing is, I wasn't... yeah, you're exactly right. I wasn't thinking at the beginning that it was... I don't know why. Yeah. I was thinking, oh yeah, we'll just go loud and we'll be able to kill it. And then I realized, well, that was a stupid.
Over here.
I didn't think through the math very well on that one. So I could have stayed silent on her. But the thing is, remember when you take out someone silently, then the pod stays dormant and then you can't kill it if it doesn't wake up also. So... because that happened once. Remember that happened once in that one underground place, and then at the last battle when we killed the final two, the pod thing then woke up. So if we're way over here doing a battle because we hadn't woken it up, because if there's nothing else nearby, you can't ambush a lone pod. So I think doing it the way we did was okay. Because otherwise, that thing would have woken up when we killed the tree at the very end, probably, something like that. And then we would have had to be running all the way back over here, because this would have woken up as the last enemy kind of thing. And then, I think it was good to take it out when we did, even though we did take hurt. We're not hurting for med kits. I hope I made sense on what I was trying to say. And I think we need to... find the rest of there can't just be the tree and 4 more enemies. You know what I'm saying? There can't just be that tree that we saw. There's got to be more to this map. Oh, in fact, I see things in the distance. See the red glow in the distance? That's bodies. So we have the big main tree here. And then apparently over this way where I'm about to head, we have another group. So let's check out this other group over here. And let's figure this out. A great opportunity. Citizens, feeling worried that you might be infected? Afraid that you might have early signs of contamination? Want to help your fellow human beings but don't know how? Voluntary quarantine check-in now is available. No pre-booking required. First pick of accommodations, early access to medical trials and tests, round-the-clock security, free recycled food. Yeah, like regurgitated from plants, recycled food and clothes. Contact your nearest enforcer now. So this is like is this like an old theme park that we're in here? With all these oh, there's someone over here. I can investigate from here. Let's do it.
Giant lizards. Sure, why not?
Holy smokes, there's a lot of wandering individuals around here, and I feel like we need to pick some of them off. Okay, we got a pod jumper, pod spawner. Holy crap, pod rooter. Then is this rod rooter, pod jumper. Oh, their things are all over the place here. I gotta find a way to be able to pick some of them off. I've got to find a way to pick some of them off, or this is going to be one hell of a big battle. I'm losing count of how many are out here. The rooter... Uh-oh, is the jumper coming our way? I couldn't tell for sure. I need to move. Okay. Apparently no. So... the pod burner is next to this pod spawner. I think this pod rooter is someone we can kill on our own. I mean silently, solo, nobody else can see him kind of a thing. That seems to be the way it is. So what's on the other side over here? Oh, that's near. He's not far from the tree. So the question is, will the tree be able to sense us there? We better... Okay, so the tree and those enemies down there are below. So I think it would be safe to take out this pod rooter. Silently! Someone was wandering towards the... the edge. So the pod jumper, make sure he's far enough away. What I think we're going to do is just ambush this lone guy. And hopefully I made the right choice. Silent weapons, please. Good job, Selma. And let's move you here, Barrow. And we need one more little helping push, Big Con. And I can't quite see at this angle, so let's change it. If I move you here, yep, there's our 100% shot. Oh, he's gonna burn out anyway.
Dummy.
Target down!
Okay. We came out of ambush, so we are safe for the time being.
This way.
Now we're gonna have to figure out who else we might be able to silently take out. I think that's gonna be the name of this game, because there's none of these enemies per se, except for the tank I saw. There's another tank over here too. Yep. Holy smokes. These tanks they're building them stronger, and there's a lot of pod spawners around here these days too. What is this? This is like the lifeguard's chair in a big swimming pool. So the pod spawner. Hey, this guy, how you doing? Trying to figure out the right way to go at these enemies, because there's a whole lot of them. Who is this guy coming towards us? Is he? He's a rooter. He could be killed all by himself. Let's hide in the corner. If he comes this far, we'll try to and let me see him. We'll try to take him out silently. I better ambush, because I think it's hard to see over that snowbank. I better play it safe before he activates us. And if I do it silently, let's find out if I can not activate that pod at the same time. I guess we'll find out in a moment.
Shut your raggedy ass.
I hope his proximity to the pod doesn't mean we're gonna wake up the pod. That's kind of what I'm hoping.
Not today, Dick.
I'm not 100% sure on how these pods work, because it's not like we've been facing them all that long. Let's go back to movement to get that sure shot.
I'm the hero, you're the zero.
And it echoes in here too. Uh-oh, it's awake. The pod thing's awake. I hope nothing else hurt us. But now we have to quickly try to take out the pod. And if it just woke up, so I think we have 2 turns. But I can't go loud. Y'all, I can't go loud. Oh. Oh yeah, I play Civ 6 all the time. That's definitely turn-based also. I don't play it on. I don't play it all the time on, you know, as part of the channel yet or anything like that. But let's see. We need to come up here. Unfortunately, I wish I had more folks. All of a sudden, they had things like Twitch shot right now, because I have nothing else that will help me. We just got to go blam 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 against the pod spawner and hope we can take it out before it wakes up, or we're gonna have a big battle in front of us. So, oh no, oh no, oh no. Well, we had our first pod spawner spawn somebody. I think you weren't here early enough for that, this guy. So they start spawning out enemies, and if an enemy comes out of there, I'm afraid they might yell to a friend and draw more people into it. So let's just get over here to where we have 100% shot, and at least the crit is decent. 75% chance for crit. Oh, but with all that armor... Oh, we got it burning. That will definitely help. That's a big help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's amazing how much that little bit of extra burn every turn does really help. Now I need another shot. Now you don't have Twitch or anything like that, so this is just a basic shot again from Big Con.
Cover, dumbass.
I could use. Oh boy, could I use a big hit right now. Now this says you get 100% crit. So guess what? I'm twitching with you. I am twitching. And then let's go over. Here we go. Twitch, blam blam, crit crit. That'll help a little bit. Oh, in fact, we killed it. Well, I think y'all saw me panic here a little bit. I think you all saw me panic here a little bit. I could have done it without the Twitch, because I think I still had another turn. I think I still had another turn. So then there's this thing in the back.
Hey guys, come here.
Let's see if we can go around the pool over here. Do you think it was designed to have the reptile in the pool when it was back when this was a real pool and working? Yeah, they might have had it in the shallow end for the kids, eh? So there's something down there. There's a pod destroyer down there. Now how the heck am I going to get past them? The pod destroyer throws things. Yeah, he throws things. Grenades, let's just say it the way it is. And the pod burner, well, we know what he does. We had one of those already burn us. Now there's also two folks over on this side walking around. And they just got close to each other. And that was right next to a pod thingy. So what I may have to do, I think I'm gonna take Big Con out, because having two people, well, it would be great if I go live and I don't do it, but trying to stay silent, I want to bring back, say, Borman with his Twitch shot and potentially Bear Rush, and try picking off some of these guys in the distance. So I want another Twitch shot, or I might try over here bringing in, because these three over here. These three over here, I could see trying to mind control one of these three. Ideally, the guy in the back, because he could throw grenades on these two, but even the pod burner would do. So let's see if I can take out some others over here. And that's another thing. Because look at the distance over here between the main group way over there down below versus over here. this battle with the tank, I think I could go loud. I think we're far enough away if I get rid of all the guys in between. So here, I'm sorry I'm walking back and forth. And now I'm a little bit... Okay, there. I got myself a little bit turned around. I went into my head a little too much to think. So we got a pod jumper here and then another guy back over there who I didn't quite get a good view of who it was. But if I get if we get someone with a twitch shot, then that's like the base damage on these things is 7, so that would be 14. And then I could also bring in ducks just... Oh, then there's the little guy. We can kill him all on his lonesome. Just by himself. If we time it right when he's not too close to the pod. Like, right now. I hope he's far enough away. But that's what I'm hoping. Okay, let's open up this way with you, Selma. And let's see who we can have finish it off. Right here. Now you would do 7. It's only 50-50 crit. Well, yeah, we're probably going to need a couple shots then.
I'm the hero, you're the zero.
Oh, we got the crit.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, let's back off before this other guy's coming this way. Oh, and we all got a pod jumper over here we need to deal with also. So we got to deal with him silently. It'd be nice to deal with him silently. I wonder, he walks up this way. Is there a roof nearby? Nah, maybe. I don't know if he comes up far enough. Well, we'd have to go loud when I'm sure he walks back down there, not when he walks up on the edge. So we'll leave him be for now. And then I think I gotta clean out this other guy back over here. And the question is, do I have... Because we're gonna have to do things, so maybe I could use you as a crit. You have not got your twitch shot back. So I would have to switch you out. And then I would also then just, because you don't have that kind of a shot, I would take you out. That's what I'm thinking. That is definitely what I'm thinking. So I think I got to switch some people out. Because I want multiple shots and or skull splitter so I can guarantee crits on this guy and make it happen that way. I don't think anything charges, so that armor that's not so bad. So I'm gonna bring in ducks. We haven't seen ducks in a while. We'll give him the silent weapons there. Give him the big heavy one. That's usually Borman's, but it looks like Dux is gonna fall over carrying that freaking gun. And we'll give Dux his Dux can fly too, so we'll give him that to try and help offset the skull splitter maybe. And we'll give him some nice armor. I said nice armor. Well, 4 hit points, 2. Well, 3 armor, 3 hit points. You know, I don't care about the side benefit. It gives the best armor and hit points balance that I'm looking for. And then we'll throw in a grenade. And I think this is the way we'll equip you. And this is all recharged, yes. And then, Selma, we got to take you out just because you aren't recharged on your Twitch shot. I like that. I like that. And thanks for your service. Now, Magnus, what is yours? You have a Skull Splitter 2. And I'm thinking I'm going to need Mind Games over on the next one. So why don't we bring you in now? Am I going to need Bear Rush on the next one? Let's bring you in now. Yeah, we'll keep the Flamer just because these guys are prone to get hurt by flame, so we'll do that. And critical chance when hidden or immune to crit hits and extra movement. Just because, in case I gotta relocate you with the mind control, I'll do that. Immunity to crit hits is never bad. And there we go. And we'll just throw in another grenade. You notice, no bots, no robots on this last one. I guess the tree only likes organic. And so now we're gonna have to set up against this guy. And I want to wait until he walks away because I want to set up in hiding so we get the benefits of our hidden bonuses. Talking about you, Pharaoh. There. And hopefully, I'm hoping, is this ledge high enough to hide behind? No, it's not. Not at all. Is this okay to hide behind? Yes. I think you're the only one that really needs to be hidden for your crit shot, and the other two, we just have to get close enough. So, Magnus, if it's going to be pretty close, you'll be able to run out from here and be fine. And then Dux, you just back off a step or two, and we're going to go live here in just a second. Alright, we're going to start with you, Pharaoh, because this is a crit.
Say my name, Jizwipe. It's Pharaoh. Ask your hurt.
Alright, so we got a crit. And he's burning. Pharaoh has been coming through with the flames. And let's see, where? Let's activate you, Magnus. And if I come here, I can do a Skull Splitter. And I'm pretty dang good. And since he's burning, it should be at 100%, the Skull Splitter. Because he's illuminated. Hey, we'll see you, Pepper. Thanks for dropping in. It was nice seeing a new face in here today. So thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And the Skull Splitter is 100%. Cool, cool, cool.
Yes.
And now he's down to a killable range, I do believe. Yeah, I don't even have to use my, I don't have to use Skull Splitter on Dux now, because he'll do at least 7 damage, and then the 2 extra should burn off. That's what I think. At least it better burn off more than 1. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. Now I am starting to doubt myself. I'm kind of feeling like let's just do yeah, I'm wasting skills here that I probably will need later in other situations. But here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, someone's got to help me. Someone's got to know how much will he burn from that gun. Is it just 1? Oh, man. Yeah, they fixed a couple issues I had with Jagged Alliance, and I think it's a game that will improve the little oddities that I didn't like, or I should say more imbalances I didn't like. But they've adjusted some of those imbalances already. I've been keeping an eye on it, so I'm sure it will turn into a game that I will enjoy. But I guess ultimately, with a lot of, as it is with a lot of new games, I've learned I don't mind letting it wait just a little bit, so they get it balanced the way I will prefer coming up. So that game is definitely on my radar down the road. So anyway, I'm going to take a chance. This could go bad. This could go badly. Couldn't it? If he doesn't burn out. Will he burn out 2 hit points? We'll find out.
Oh.
No, he doesn't! Now he's going to shout! Let's hope nobody was nearby to hear that shout.
Kill the stalkers.
And here they come. Thank goodness he missed. And he's got grenades, so we got to be aware of that. And that was a double move. So he's going to burn out. We can let this guy up on the high burn out. Now we're also going to have a problem. I am afraid going loud because we're going to be too freaking close. We're going to be too freaking close. So Magnus, I need you, my friend, right now. And we got to do a little mind controlling game here to try and get things back under control. And I think I'm going to go directly with the pod destroyer, to be quite honest. And we're going to give him the old mind control test. And this is just one movement, right? Yes. All right, it's only 75%, unfortunately. And we got him. We got him, we got him, we got him, we got him, we got him. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing with the pod destroyer is putting him right here and having him throw a grenade, and maybe it'll hit the spawner and the tank, right? Throw a grenade on himself. Do you think we can be so lucky? How many grenades does he come with? Did they permanently replenish, or does he just have one? He's got to have more, right? Okay, there, and he can hurt himself. I have no problem with him hurting himself. There we go. And you know what I'm gonna do first? Yeah, I think he's gotta replenish. What I gotta do first is bring out the loud weapons, but I think I wanna run all the way over here to get as far away from the big tree, so hopefully we don't alert them. I hope. And start going against that pod spawner. Poor Dux is hurting right now. That's not ideal. Yeah, we could do it, but I don't want to kill. I don't want to kill this guy yet. I want the tank is going to go after him and hurt him bad. So if I throw a grenade, the tank might kill him. So that's why I'm thinking let's stick with guns on the pod spawner. I'm going to move away from the tree zone behind us so that hopefully when I go loud, I can skull split on the spawner and try that. And let's go loud. I'm going to take the chance going loud. And it is only 75. Oh, no line of fire. What? Oh, okay. Got myself a little confused there. There we go. We're going for this on the pod spawner. We do not need any extra enemies. We have plenty at the moment. Did we only hit? Oh, we got the crit. Okay, we got our crit. Now it would be nice. This is where I need to switch weapons. I need to run forward, and we got ourselves a little. And here, well, the pod's, you know, just to get a hit on this guy. I don't think the other guy's nearby enough. Oh, he's well hidden. The pod burner. So this is where I eat my words about the grenade, and I think I do come up here. And I am gonna gunsling. I'm gonna fly and gunsling just to weaken down the tank a little bit, along with the pod spawner. Unfortunately, it leaves us a little bit in the open. But here we go. She's at least full strength with 3 armor. If I go up here, and let me get a good sense of where I'm gonna be. That's right above me. Yeah, I don't think my gunslinger will shoot the pod destroyer. So I think I'll only have shots against these 2 in between. I don't think it'll spread, the circle will spread far enough. So I'm just gonna fly right here to hurt the tank and the pod spawner again, both with 1 shot. In fact, I'm gonna move 1 space farther forward when I fly at the same. Oh, we are in the same row as Duck, so if he went loud and they didn't hear us, we're gonna go loud, and hopefully they won't hear us. We'll find out soon enough when people start running behind our back. There we go.
Give up now and I'll go easy on you. Yes!
And he's burning. The tank is burning too. That's always helpful. Uh-oh. They're supposed to go for the mind-controlled one. No! They ignored the mind-controlled guy. And we got another burner. At least he ran away. Oh, but he's gonna shoot. Oh, there. That's fine. Alright, ducks. Oh, this is bad. Bad. This is bad. Bad. So, the pod destroyer. Can we come over to the pod destroyer? There he is. He can get rid of the pod spawner at least. And I'm gonna throw it right here to get these 2. I don't care about yourself. At least one of the pod burners is shooting at him. That was my mistake, leaving somebody standing totally in the open. Okay, no more spawns coming out of this one. So I almost feel like the 2 pod burners are going to be coming at us. I'm going to have to hold off 1 turn on healing her so we can both shoot against the pod tank. So ducks, let's go big, let's go large, let's go loud.
I did that. What do you think about that, huh?
Yeah, we just need 1 more shot. And Magnus, I'm going to do it with the silent weapon just since you're closer to those other individuals over there. And we're going to try that out. We will now have destroyed the tank. That's a big step for us. Now that at least buys me time for one of us to go try and heal our friend coming up. And we got to remember 5 turns, 4 turns, 3. You know, she's gonna need our help really fast.
Good night, broadheads!
Okay, now they're going for him, which is good, which is exactly what we want. And this will give us a moment to come over here and heal her. Now, where can we stand to do it? Apparently, this is not the perfect situation, but it will revive her. There's not really any cover. Well, this only used 1 movement, so then we can move again. So let's do it.
Relax. Let me tend to your wound.
Okay, thanks. Let's move.
Okay. And Magnus, just to not make them shoot at us this next turn. Let's do this first, so we make sure we get use out of this guy. We're just gonna come over here and throw a freaking grenade over here. That is a 1 turn, yeah. We are gonna throw our lovely grenade right here, and if we're lucky, oh wait. I'm gonna keep you alive, and let's see if that wall is fragile.
Parasite.
Yeah, that wall was nice and fragile. The tile just blew away. So now we have to hope we can reach that guy and then still stay in cover from the pod burner. So Ducks, you can get here in 1 turn and have cover and a halfway decent shot. So we're gonna do it. Finish him.
Bingo! Righto!
Now we got this guy over here we got to worry about. So let's bring Pharaoh behind cover so he's more prone to shoot at the guy out in the open. Is this the end of this turn? Yeah. So we'll bring Pharaoh here. She will not have a chance to hit, but she's going to overwatch. Or maybe we should just have her try to shoot over here and, well, he's burning. Yeah, he's still not going to quite die though. And we're out of range, no chance to hit, all that good stuff. So, we're overwatching.
Overwatch.
And then I feel like because of grenades being a thing out there, how far can you shoot, by the way? No line of fire. I'm not trying to shoot at a pod tank. Tree Heart, not trying to shoot at that. Oh, we can't shoot at him because he's our own guy. That's why. So let's get into cover, spread out for when he comes alive. Or back to the other side. Oh no, he's still there 1 more turn so far. Oh, they're coming at us. They heard us down below. How about that? How about that? That changes everything. Pod Destroyer, come over here. Oh wait, he's not ours anymore. We did lose him. Pod Destroyer. Here we go. Your time on this planet. Oh, and I want to just shoot him with ducks. Yeah, let's just get rid of them this way. We got to reload. And I think I can shoot them with my, or just kill them with the silent gun to save on ammo over on that other weapon. So we got to really worry because the other round of folks is going to be coming towards us. And it would be a nice time for some of us to get med kits applied. So I'm not going to get good chances to hit over there now, am I? You know what I want to check? I wonder if we're going to be... I think Puppet Master may have recharged now too. So as someone starts coming towards us, we just might be able to utilize that also. So for starters, I'm bringing you back here. Now, was there another pod over here? No, we took care of that pod. So there's no more pods over by us. Is there a pod over down by the big tree? I hope not. So I almost feel like we need to start taking care of a tree heart since everybody's in on this battle anyway. I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna sprint some of us a long ways away. So those guys have to run a lot farther to get to us also. I think it's time to kind of back off and have them come to us. Now the pod burner is going to be a pain in the butt. But I'm doing the classic Monty Python move of run away, run away, run away. Oh, it'd be cool if we could get you up high. But I'm not sure where the ladder is. Oh, because the other guy was able to just jump up here. Because it'd be cool to get you up high for Gunslinger if we can find a way. There's the ladder. So let's bring you back over here. If you can make it that far. Yeah, I guess we'll bring you here and you can get up high next time, potentially. Oh no, who was on Overwatch? Oh, that guy. Oh, thank goodness those little flamer guns are not that accurate. Well, the pod tank is not a smart pod tank, and he's just running back and forth down there. So, this is what I'm thinking we're going to do while we're over here. First of all, I'll get Pharaoh up high. Actually, we'll all run over and get rid of this heart. We're going to probably have to deal with a tree heart at some point, right? Isn't that what everybody's thinking here? Now, the only thing we have to worry about is this guy, who's in great cover, plus he's overwatching us. So, we have a shot from here. Yeah, it's 75% from here anyway, and yeah, we definitely need to get recharge. Fortunately, you are not one of them that got hurt yet.
What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
You imbeciles! You can't kill me! I am the zone!
Okay, so I guess we do need to kill those at some point to take out the tree based on that reaction. I'm looking at you ducks. We want to use a med kit. And is that guy kind of flanking us? He's kind of got us flanked. So I feel like we got to find a way to pull back with ducks also. And since we're flanked anyway, so his next shot, and let's just hope his Overwatch at this distance will miss. And I'm going to come behind this full cover here. I'm gonna take that chance, because if I stay here and do not move, I'm getting shot at anyway. Okay, we're out of Overwatch range. Sparrow, we gotta get you healed too. Well, let's just heal you where you are, like we did with ducks. And then let's pull you back. Okay, it's not full cover, but it is farther away cover. Or, with anybody not being super close, I'm gonna Overwatch against him moving towards us. Two can play the Overwatch game. Oh. As long as that pod tank can't figure out how to climb the ladder. And here's our next surprise. Okay. Well, I am going to go with you, ducks. I am going to switch over to loud, and we're going to see what our shot looks like. Ooh. So we got to move a little closer, maybe. Do we think, since we successfully were far enough away on the last Overwatch, I'm hoping we're successfully far enough away on this Overwatch. And I'm going to run us over here on a single move. It's still not 100% hit. But we're still then in cover from the pod burner. And at least one of us can keep just going blam 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 into this tree heart till we finally take it out. Yeah, he couldn't see us. We were too far away. And we got a guy way over here on Overwatch who could be dangerous, I do believe. But he missed us. I don't think I have any. Everybody's too far away, so I'm just overwatching.
Overwatch.
And we're gonna blast you over against that thing also.
Yes.
They're gonna take forever to approach us. We're gonna just take that tree heart out. Okay, now he's making his move. Ah, but we missed. And he's overwatching. Oh, he's able to climb up. Now we have a bigger sense of urgency all of a sudden. We have a much bigger sense of urgency. Okay. Magnus. Can you reach anybody? Yeah, we're a little too far away, apparently. And he's on Overwatch. Foxy Lady, do you have a shot from this range? It's only 50%. We can make it better by flying. So let's come up.
You don't know who you're messing with. Gotcha.
And then Magnus, do you have? Well, all you can do is reload. And he's lit up like a Christmas tree, and we can hit him.
Nice.
And now, yeah, he's alerted the whole map. That's for dang sure. Fortunately, we killed half the map before he was able to alert everybody, so we kind of lucked out that way. Oh no, we missed a 75. But now that that flamer is gone, we technically, and he's gonna get close fast. Hopefully he takes 2 steps and overwatches, same with him. And that pod destroyer appears to be stuck. And because of these guys are on Overwatch so far away, I think I can afford to move a little closer here to get that 100% shot. So we don't get any more of those unfortunate misses anymore.
Yeah, I did that. What do you think about that, huh?
Okay, Pharaoh. We're gonna have to reload. And that tank is getting awful close to us. And it would be nice to be able to move back. I'm hoping we can find a way to move back. But there's no cover right now, so I'm just gonna step you a few steps over. Because we will need to vacate and get out of here. The other thing that would be nice is if we could get up high. I'm worried about that shotgun being able to hit you, but at the same time, wouldn't it be nice if we could... so I'm just going to run... For now, I'm just going to run you to the corner. Here. And we didn't get overwatched. Magnus, I'm going to move you behind the tree here. Well, for Magnus, this is almost his best gun because the only reason he hasn't switched, that's 10-15, and the only thing it does is it does help with the flame. So this other gun of his really isn't that bad. What I will do is Overwatch. If somebody moves, maybe we'll have a chance to get them burning, and we can hold out till they get close enough for Puppet Master, maybe? We can hope.
Overwatch.
They're really not brave folks, are they? They really know not to close in on us. So... this is the way we're going to play it, huh? Okay, this is the way we're going to play it. Ducks, let's have you take out this heart. Now, there's a second one. Didn't we see a second heart? So this, I don't think, kills the tree, unfortunately.
No, no, no! You pathetic outcasts! Addicted to sadness! Be happy! Think of the future!
Okay. So, yeah, Jyko alerted all enemies. Well, you know, I think they've already been alerted, and they're not very brave minions of yours that you've alerted. That's all I have to say. Now, that pod jumper is a little bit scary, as he's going to be able to out-jump and out-position us all day long. So now, all of a sudden, I'm thinking with how they repositioned, I'm going to pop you right back over here. Excuse me, I thought that was, what's-its-face? And they're too far away for Gunslinger, but if I bring you here, then they're going to start shooting at you. But you could get up here in one turn and then do Gunslinger if they get any closer. So I'm kind of thinking, Pharaoh, I'm going to leave you there, just in case an opportunity arises for Gunslinger and to give you the high ground and improve your odds. And so, let's just Overwatch for a turn.
Overwatch.
And Magnus, let's just slide you back over here at this angle. And Overwatch.
Overwatch.
He's really, for a tank, he's a really timid tank, is he not? Now, wouldn't it be nice if it could just get a little bit closer? And because they're both overwatching, oh, the pod jumper isn't, but the tank is, and the tank is in a bad angle for a tank. Yeah, the shots would not be good if I try to get daring and move forward. So I don't think the tank's overwatch can hit us, so I'm gonna pull you, Pharaoh. I'm actually gonna pull you back from that because I don't like... I think I'm gonna pull you behind full cover. I prefer the full cover. And then we're just gonna overwatch.
Overwatch.
We're going to overwatch. And I'm going to get you ducks to full cover. And I don't think that's a good angle for him to shoot at us, so I'm going to sprint us here. Okay, they're playing the good guy. Now the pod destroyer finds his legs and he's coming towards us. I don't think we really have any kind of a shot. Not with that weapon anyway. And if y'all can hang on, I gotta go let the cat out of the room. I felt a wet nose on my hand, back of my hand that was hanging down. So let me take care of that just a minute. Okay, I'm back. So, this is tough. We are not in a great position. Now, do we have the kind of arm we need to be able to throw something? Yeah, we sure do. Do I think it would... Can we throw it far enough for the tank? Not, unfortunately, no. But we can get this guy. So why don't we at least get this guy burning? Better than anything else I can do. And he's getting close to flanking Pharaoh. And unfortunately, there's just not a lot of cover if I want to get over here to try and take on the tank. Yeah, unless I get up here. I got a great shot up here, except I got to sprint to get there. So I guess Pharaoh, if I bring you here, then he can he's got a flank shot on us. Magnus. What can I do with you? Nobody's close enough for the shot I really would like to take. The tank is the only one overwatching that's nearby. Do I just try a sprint from you at long distance so we can start getting closer to these guys and some nice full cover here? The pod destroyer will be coming up soon enough and he can throw grenades and get rid of this good cover, so let's use it while we got it. And I'm gonna hope I'm far enough away from that shotgun. Okay. And then you, Pharaoh. I guess I'm going to keep you behind this tree just because it's full cover for now.
Overwatch.
Yeah, no chance to hit, so try moving on us.
Overwatch.
Well, that'll give him some chance to turn away from us. The pod destroyer scares me more than anything. But wouldn't he be a nice one to mind control right now? Ah. And I'm wondering, is there any way at all? How far can you run in one move? Wow, you got that extra movement hat, I think is what it is. And none of these guys technically are flanking us from here. And I think we would be able to at least try mind control to help us out and finally get out of this rut that we're in. I'm not thrilled with the cover, but I am thrilled with how close this gets you to the pod destroyer. Uh-oh. Thank goodness. That's a short-range shotgun. And he's possessed. Now, this may help us out of a sticky situation. I had no plan B. I had no plan B. I was playing as if it was gonna happen. And now, the pod destroyer may get destroyed himself before he can do much more, but he's doing this right now. And ducks, it would be nice if we had some cover we could move you towards, but unfortunately we don't. He's out of range. I don't know. Yeah, he's out of range of both your weapons, so we'll definitely go with the best weapon choice. I wonder if flying would help you do anything, but let's go back to movement and see what we have as a possibility. Obviously, you can get it. Okay, it's just the best we can do for you by moving and whatnot. Well, I can try just sprinting here, but that looks like it would put us on fire. So unfortunately, I will not be doing that. And none of these things provides cover. So we're kind of... This big swimming pool in the middle is kind of awkward. But since he did the Overwatch, what are the odds? Now, we've seen the pod tank ignore the mind control guy and run for one of us before. And so let's try not to make that happen again. So I guess what I'm going to do is they seem to be more in line with over here. I'm going to come up here and try helping us and get closer, especially if this guy pod tanks moves closer against the pod destroyer. We might finally get a shot. So we have a line of sight there. We don't on these other two because of that tree. Oh, he's out of... Oh, that's no line of fire because of the tree. And the rest of these are just out of range. So I'm just going to stand here and take the cover. Yeah, well, ducks now will be harder to hit. He's up high. That was called maximize our movement. And then I think I'm also going to take a moment, because at least we'll be able to have a shot up here, and then we get out of the bull charge of the tank. We do have to worry about the other pod jumper jumping around and taking a shot. We're only in half cover, but you know, I think this is our time to make some moves. Come on. Yes! 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 Now he's knocked out and will do us no good technically, but guess what? The tank has just done to himself. And I don't think that either of them, they're on different levels. I don't think Gunslinger works on different levels. I don't believe. We're just going to blast away as is. Pretty decent chance for a crit. And we got it. And he's burning. That's a big one. That is a huge one. Dux, I think it's your turn. I want to have you go next. Yeah, I like it. In fact, I like it so much. Well, no, it's 100% crit. I don't need to use Skull Splitter.
Yeah.
This guy is all of a sudden feeling slightly vulnerable. No line of fire because of that cover. So maybe now is the time to bring our guys up high so the tank can't get to us. I hope. He does have a shotgun, however, now that I'm thinking about it. Unfortunately.
Yes.
Alright, he may do some hurt to us with that shotgun. Or maybe, oh no, he just ran away. And that guy,
You were asking for it.
that guy did what we needed him to do.
Dead.
Alright, Meg, and now we have no shots. So I think we just all reload. And Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Reload. And Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Reload. And Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Because I'm fine just letting this guy burn himself out. Alright. I don't know that anybody has a shot. The dinosaur is blocking our view there. So, we Overwatch.
Overwatch.
And we don't have a shot on the other guy and he's out of range, so we Overwatch. And Dux. I have a feeling you won't have a shot either. So we Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah, he's gonna be left with one, isn't he? Well, that's what Molotov cocktails were made for. The only problem is I think right from where we are right now, we don't have the range. So I'm just doing a quick round of Overwatch just because
Overwatch.
we can. Okay, he's not burning, but he's running our Overwatch. Ha ha! Now we have the jumper. I feel like we can play more aggressive with the jumper. Except he's overwatching. So I don't think any of us have a shot, because he... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Do we have a shot here? Out of range. Doggone it. And I don't think any of us can throw far enough. Oh, did I see something that proved me wrong? It clicked off so quickly. Nope. He's just out of range. So maybe we need to just run some Overwatch with somebody. It's 3-on-1, so I'm feeling like, you know, we're gonna have to do something here. And coming down this way, if we're lucky, this guy will be behind the dinosaur and he can't Overwatch us. Let's find out. Oh, that's a double move though, and I won't be able to throw a grenade then after that. Well, I tell you what, we're gonna sprint and Overwatch with everybody else. And let's see what happens. I think he's gonna shoot at us. Oh, he could see through there. But he missed, because it was behind cover. It was behind cover. Now the rest of us are gonna Overwatch in case he tries to flank us.
Overwatch.
Come on in. You want that Pharaoh, don't you? Oh, well, guess what? Now he's gonna burn. Oh, it's only, oh man, you didn't have the, oh, I'm not on the right person. Here I'm panicking already. I'm so want this to be over and deal with these guys. So we are going to get him burning first to make him feel a sense of urgency here. And he is overwatching, right? Did we determine that? I think we did. So we're going to start moving ourselves. Ooh, he is overwatching, and that looks like more of a direct shot the way, but that's not. I'm going to try it. And they're good. He didn't have a shot after all. But we do. I'm going to overwatch in case he tries coming closer. I'll bring you a little bit farther over. Let's try and make, because you don't have a long range weapon.
Overwatch.
And this is where, with him finally not being on Overwatch, that our grenades come in play. So, Magnus, you have a grenade, I hope. Yes. That's how we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna beat this guy today. Alright, I think we can start moving. See, there's one more of those big tree pods. And we're going to find out real quick if that's all we have left to deal with. I'm going to stay in cover just in case there's a surprise that we're not aware of. But we're moving over in that direction to take care of the big tree. Yes. I'm Little Beaver. Don't you remember that? I know how to take care of big trees. Those of you that were with us on that one where you heard that news will know what I'm talking about. The rest of you will be scratching your heads. Little Beaver, big tree, what are we talking about? Okay. No, I didn't want to move. Well, at least there's apparently nothing to shoot at us. I thought I was pressing the button for her to shoot, and this is a good time to make a misclick when there's just a tree pod that can't do anything to us. There doesn't seem to be any other enemies out there. I think she's thrown everything she has at us, and we're still standing. So I'm going to come down below here and get a good shot.
Bingo.
This would seem to be the last thing I have to take care of. It really seems that way. I can't believe that that's the case. Now, how far? Can you even jump down in one move? Yes, we can. So let's do it.
That's from me!
Yeah, it's too bad, you know, Foreman's done so much for him. It's kind of too bad he's not on the map to be here for the end, but technically he's on the team. I do not feel sorry for Big Jyko.
Jyko's mighty branches splinter and crash. The ground underneath us rumbles and splits wide open. We back off and watch old Jyko collapse into a gaping sinkhole. Through the dust, we peer down. Jyko's dead roots stretch through steel hallways. A lab covered in mimer logos. A familiar sight. Another Eden.
Aha.
We climb down and search the lab. Through the wreckage, a single monitor flickers with life. We huddle around the screen. The words, Mutant Project, blink on and off in big red letters. Then his young face, looking back at us. Ingmar Edison, our elder. He's recording some journal, describing how his scientists created a mutant tree that could clean toxins in the air. A last-ditch effort to reverse the ancients' poisonous pollution. What the Elder didn't realize was when his scientists ditched their lab, Jyko remained, evolving, stretching her roots through the zone. Her mission still intact. She identified toxins as mutants and ghouls, so she replaced us with cleaner versions, wiped of everything that made us human. Jyko was a mutant created by the Elder, just like us. I shoved my fist through the monitor. We don't need the Elder anymore. We have each other. The red vines wither. The pods rot away. We return to the Ark, and the dwellers cheer our arrival. You get the hero treatment Ducks always wanted. And for the first time in my life, I feel like a hero. Missing his bar, Prip appoints a new elder.
Ah, very cool.
I guess I have to start taking responsibility for my life. Happy endings die with the ancients, but new beginnings live on with us. The dwellers of the Ark. Whatever the zone throws at us, we'll be ready. We're keeping humanity alive for a reason. Sometimes I look to the night sky and wonder if Ingmar Edison is looking down at us.
Oh, very cool. We did it! We did it! And yeah, we didn't have Borman on our team live and active at the very end, but he took over the narration at the end, just as he should. Just as he should. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, he did. He had that. So I think that's Borman's mission now, to make Sweden great again. In their version, in their, using their vision. So, I was worried that the Elder was just going to be left hanging, but at least they brought him in that last story to kind of make a wrap, and then wondering if he's looking down at us, because the last time we saw the Elder, he took off in that rocket ship kind of thing. So unless there's people circling the globe in a satellite kind of a situation, he's either dead or up there, I guess, one of the two. But at least it kind of addressed it. I was worried the way this was going that we were never going to get any resolution with the Elder, but they managed to tie it in a little. May not have been perfect, but they at least touched on all the loose ends. So it's really a cool game. I've enjoyed it. I think it's amazing. Yeah. Make Ark great again. Oh, I enjoyed that. It's always feels good to finish a game. I'll tell you. Some games take a lot longer than others to get to that point where you can finally finish it. but we did it. And we hit our max time limit that we usually run on a stream too. I was wondering for a while if I was going to be able to get this done in the right amount of time. The way they're very, very conservative in the way they approached us, those last few enemies. Yeah, it's very, very different than XCom, because XCom, the base XCom at least, is somewhat story driven. They have their fair amount of cutscenes, so there is some story involved, but not to this degree. Not to this degree at all. So, to improve on the game, that's a good question, eh? That's a good question. Well, you know, the one thing I will say is it once we got our silent weapons upgraded to the max, in a way it became easier. The early, and obviously that's when I died by making the misclicks. If I made misclicks and mistakes late in the game, I never felt in fear of losing and dying and stuff. Whereas in the early game, it was very easy. If you made a misclick, like I did a couple times, it was easy to have a squad wipe. So, in that respect, maybe it's a combination of the earlier game being a little more difficult, I don't know, than the later game. There was at one point at the late game, probably after we started the DLC. I might not have felt this way by the end of the base game, but there was a certain point where, okay, I got the hang of this game. Now let's just get it ended. So, but early game, if you don't figure out the value of silent weapons, you're not doing well. It just seems that way. So if I have any knock, but that's common to a lot of games. You can argue in XCOM, the base game, not so much maybe Long War of the Chosen, but even Long War of the Chosen, I can't say it because I haven't finished it, but in the base XCOM, it almost felt easier towards the end also. That's just my opinion. I don't know what you all think, and I think that's a hard thing to overcome. Yeah, I think a lot of games struggle with the difficulty curve. I think that's common in a lot of games, and I think as a game designer, that's probably one of the big challenges out there. I really do think so. That's why I'm so hopeful for the Terror from the Void mod. Really getting a handle on that. And I think Phoenix Point, for example, to compare to something else, the base game Phoenix Point was close to getting that, but then they had, when you got the guy with the special perks and he could run around the whole map with his magic stick and clear the map. That's how they lost it there. They had some overpowered builds rather than just keeping more normal builds. Like, the thing I can't wait for in Terror from the Void is having to do that final mission and actually fight it and not have that one guy with the stick clear the first half for us. So I think the team on Terror from the Void is moving in the right direction to accomplish that. That's my hope. I don't know if they're quite there yet, but they've made improvements, I think, tremendously on the base game. So I think they're headed in the right direction. Yeah, super soldiers, and it's nice to get upgrades, mind you. But you got to be careful about just overdoing it. And that's the problem, though. When you read the Terror from the Void Discord, people are trying new ways to try and find a super soldier, try to find that special gimmick, try to find that special gadget. So in a way, maybe certain developers feel like they have to have super builds in there to appeal to a certain sector of the market. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the stick build, other than killing the big monstrosity with all the eyes at the end, because a stick dude can't reach in there and just do it. So I think it's a balance, and I'm sure some game designers will tell you, no, we have to have those in there, or people won't ultimately like the game. I don't know. The OP moments when you first come across them are fun. You know, when you figure it out, but it kills replayability, because then you're like, oh, I know what to do. You just do this and you clear the map and you got it done. I actually like the idea of having to think my way through the battlefield. And so actually my most enjoyable times on this game were my misclicks. When we had to think, when we had to scramble, when we had to come up with a plan, when we didn't have all our best toys available. Those were my most fun parts of this game. So, you know, it was great. Well, there's two aspects of the game I like. Trying to scout out and figure out how I need to pick them off one by one. And I kind of like that. That's why I do like that aspect of Miasma Chronicles. But the reason I like Miasma Chronicles big time is because you have to fight more. You can't totally stealth it. And that's where Miasma, I think, has a nice balance between the two. Here, technically, if I spent enough time and we weren't streaming, you know, my anal self on my own might have scouted twice as long and then come up with a plan to do just what I said. Hopefully not misclicking, of course. But I like the aspect of this game, having to figure out how to kill as many of them as you could before going loud. So... well, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I could imagine giving this enough time and then going, remember that game? I could see jumping into it again. Whether I'd have the wherewithal to stick with it after having completed it once, I don't know. But it'd be a lot of fun just messing around with it again. I think the actual gameplay has a lot of fun elements to it. Yeah. I'm glad you caught that. I hadn't noticed that at the bottom. Yeah, that's awesome. We'd love to meet a pig-faced person. Yes. That's pretty funny. So, game design, I don't know if I'd be smart enough to be able to, I'd be able to give input and feedback, but I do respect those teams, those groups that can put out a good game. I consider this a good game. Obviously, I started playing this, and based on just not having finished this game, I knew I wanted to do Miasma Chronicles when I heard they were making another game. So, yeah, it was good enough for, in other words, this game was good enough for me to buy another one of the Bearded Ladies games. And based on what I know, if they come out with another game and another, however frequently they're able to put one out in another 3, 4, 5 years, guess what? I'm probably going to be at the front of the line to buy another one of their games. I've been very impressed with their products that I've tried so far. Now, I didn't try that one y'all have mentioned before. I don't know if we'll have time to squeeze that in. Maybe we'll try something a little different to give us a break. Not that anything's bad about the Bearded Ladies, but... so you played the other one, Gleaser, huh? Okay. That's good to know. I haven't read a lot or heard a lot of people that have tried that other game. Yeah, I don't think it has as high a level, and that's the difference between a game where you get to design and make your own characters versus a game that gives you the characters. Because half the fun on the game is figuring out what's the story arc behind these characters, what's their motivation, what are they like. Once you've been through that character development, that part of the game is missing again. Whereas in games like our Phoenix Point or games like XCom, based on what happens with the characters the viewers provided, man, you guys come up with great stories, and those stories vary from playthrough to playthrough, and that's part of it. It's our own imaginations that help make it replayable. If you want to look at it that way. Here, we're playing a game of their imagination. A game like Phoenix Point or XCOM, they give us a base game with enough, there's story there, of course, but it's okay to repeat that story because the underlying characters are different every time. And now that I've been streaming and now that I've put out videos and I have people participating, it makes them even more enjoyable for me to replay those games with everybody's input and characters and backstory. And that's the only thing about a game like this that you don't have. The story's going to be the same, the characters are going to be the same, the character arc's going to be the same, the character development's going to be the same. And that's the part that cuts out the replayability, I think. And I think it's hilarious that you ended up being the same character in this new season. I mean, that's why I did the wheel, so there's not even a chance or an influence that I could say, oh, but this viewer had such a good character backstory last time. Let's just put him in there. And so I'm trying to be as fair as possible with the wheel, and that's why I still think it's amazing. That just out of pure luck. And what didn't you figure the odds of that happening? What that would be? That's pretty crazy. I mean, it's a go to Vegas moment. Or I guess here in Europe, I gotta go to Monte Carlo moment, or wherever the hot spot is these days. I don't know. So yeah, there you got some understanding of what I think. So there you go. And now, Gleaser, I don't want to hold you up from your amazing upcoming weekend here that I think you have ahead of you. And actually, my voice is starting to tire out. Probably because Friday night I was able to steal away and sing a little karaoke, and I don't know if my voice has recovered all the way yet. Because when I go for long stretches like this talking, I can start feeling, a little tightness in the throat and stuff. All right, Gleaser, good. Closing thoughts on the game is I would recommend anybody I know that likes any turn-based game to buy and play this game. Even now, it's at least 4 years after it was originally released. It might even be close to 5 years now. I would say this game is still relevant, this game is still fun, this game can still be played today, and it's as good as any other game out there that you can buy right now. I don't think it's lost a lot yet. I don't think games have advanced to the point where it's bypassed this kind of a title. You know what I mean? Oh, even Mutant Year Zero has been a free game before on the Epic Store. That's crazy. Actually, every now and then I do keep an eye on the free games from Epic. As long as it's not like a game that you're wanting to play because of all the mods, because it's a little harder to get the mods over to the Epic versions. But I've picked up a few games. Some I haven't even tried out, but heck, it was free. I picked it up, and if I get around to it, I might mess around and try it. So a lot of people are anti-Epic. I definitely prefer Steam just because the modding community seems to be oriented that way more, and I really enjoy modded games. But so that wins it for me over Epic. And I don't have the anger that some people have with the Epic Store. It's just not my favorite. I prefer Steam, which also is not perfect, but it fits and works for me. So you got any other closing thoughts you were hoping I'd bring up? But yeah, it's it's got the 2 thumbs up. It's got the you see these videos out there. Is this game still relevant in 2023? And I say a big yes. How about that? I say a big yes. All right. Any other thoughts or questions out there? Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up here. So, Gleaser can't blame us for something he forgot to pack for his big weekend coming up. Unless you're the type, Gleaser, that's already packed. Yeah, I imagine I'll probably take the weekend off from a stream. I'll try to put out some ideas maybe in the Discord. And maybe start throwing out a few votes to narrow down some games I'm thinking about, and then kind of go from there. Maybe next week or end of next week, we'll figure out by then what we're going to fill this slot with. In the meantime, at least we do have a stream going, with Miasma Chronicles. So at least we have some streams ongoing. And I think I'm getting to the point where I've had my first batch of Phoenix Point out, so just also as a little reminder, I will start picking back up. For all of you that are worried about the cliffhanger that's out there for Long War of the Chosen, yeah, I'm going to have to record that. I'll probably set aside a good 2-hour recording session so I don't have to feel rushed on that upcoming mission, which is going to be a doozy. So we'll see how that goes. So... yeah, it'll help us think about things. Sometimes my mind churns a little slow for ideas, and it gives everybody a chance. Gives people time to get their feedback in. We had a new viewer who was a new viewer to the channel, in addition to the channel, who was in here earlier, wanting to make game selections too. And it'll give everybody who wants to make their suggestions get involved. So yeah, I think a short break would not be a bad thing. Yeah. It is easier said than done sometimes. That I always in the back of my mind when I fall behind on replying to comments, it's like, okay, I'll eventually get to those ones I couldn't get to. And it just, oh man, it's really hard to get caught back up once you fall behind, I'll tell you. So what I may have to do is just go back so I can say so people at least know I read a comment, at least if I didn't get a chance to respond to it. I'm going to have to go through it and put hearts on all of them that I'm allowed to do, so you can tell that I read it. So at least they know that I've marked it, so they know, oh, at least he saw my post. So I think that much is at least important. Early on, I used to pride myself to get back to every comment. And I'm back in that mode for the last, whoop-de-doo week for every new comment, but I just, it's hard to find the time to dig back in. And so I know what you're talking about, Nightmare. I know. I know what you're talking about. It's tough. It's tough. So anyway, thank you guys. This is Zigzag Dog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see y'all next time with whatever the title ends up being. Ciao, everyone.